I think my girlfriend is going to break up with me after I did some questionable things. I'm in the most loving and giving relationship with my girlfriend of 3 years. I just need advice because she messaged me this morning asking to talk and I think she's going to break up with me. It started a couple months ago when we were at the mall and she saw a ring from a jeweler that she really liked. She makes good money, and the ring would be easy for her to buy. When the saleswoman started talking to her, eager for the sale, I blew my fuse a bit and started walking off. She followed me and asked where I was going, and I got annoyed and snapped at her. I said something like, "I get that you want to buy the stupid ring, so go buy it," and stormed away from her. She tried to hold my hand and say something, but I shooed her away and left. She ended up taking a Uber home because I drove us. I drove to her house and told her to come outside. I explained myself that it made me insecure and emasculated for her to outright buy a $300 ring, and it made me feel bad that I couldn't buy that for her. She forgave me and we eventually made up. A month later we got into another big fight. We were out shopping and a guy came up to her while she was waiting for me to come back from the washroom and was obviously flirting with her. She politely turned him away and stated she had a boyfriend. This happened so frequently that it really made me stew over all the times it happened, and I did something that I acknowledged was wrong. When we were at a candle store and some workers were speaking to me and flirting a little, I reciprocated in front of my girlfriend. She didn't say a word. When we were in the car I asked sarcastically if she liked how it felt to see some random people flirt and come onto your partner in public in front of you. She didn't say a word again. The breaking point was when I picked a fight over the same thing 2 nights in a row. We were at my place and she asked if I wanted to go out to eat, and I said I was craving this new restaurant that just opened up. She said she was just going to rest her eyes while I got dressed and ready. She closed her eyes for maybe 5 minutes and I ended up telling her that I really should save my money and that we didn't have to go out. She insisted and I snapped a bit and said that I wanted to save money and that I didn't have a cushy job like her. She didn't say anything, but once again asked if I wanted to go and I said absolutely not. So she left. I got really angry and I started texting her that she knew I really wanted to go get food from that place, that I was starving and why couldn't she have just gone and taken me. It was irrational on my end, I admit it. We ended up making up after that fight. The next night she was driving me home and she asked if I wanted anything to eat. I said no, and reminded her that I'd rather save my money since I was unemployed. She acknowledged that and dropped me off at home. When she left, I blew up her phone with texts telling her she didn't care about me or anyone else, that she was selfish, that I was starving and that I wanted food and that now it was nearly midnight and I had to cook myself a meal. She snapped back and asked if she had to be cooking for me at midnight and I called her and screamed that I shouldn't have to beg my girlfriend to make me a meal and spend time with me. She hung up on me. I apologized that same night. She texted me and said she wants to talk and she's coming over in the afternoon. I'm terrified. How do I rectify this situation? How do I apologize? How do I keep my relationship?